You can make the soda however you want. You could tap on there's a symbol that says 7-Up.
You can add orange to whatever cola you're drinking.
Yeah. And it was cool. I think I'm liking it where the future's heading.
I actually don't. I think those soda machines, the ones you're referring to, that's too much freedom.
Why?
You can't be adding what? You can be adding grape to Dr. Pepper? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
You know? And then, people are just pouring that out.
That's
They're doing
true.
it because they can, and then they pour it right out, and then they go back to just regular Dr. Pepper or whatever.
Yeah. I like to just warm up my cup with a little Dr. Pepper. Like you know how people smoke their barrels?
I know what you're talking about.
I Dr. Pepper my cup.
Just a little touch.
And I shake it and I pour it out and I do a water. Like I promised. Like I promised the person who handed me the cup.
Hey Hesbos, welcome to Hesby Street. This is a new episode. We're going to get right into it. But first, Zack has some announcements to make. Do your apology thing.
Oh, yeah. To all those old people on that bus on Saturday, that poop was on my pants when I bought them.
You're going to double down with the lie, huh?
And when I threw it at you... I was trying to throw it out the window of the bus.
I'll just do it for us. Here at Hesby Street, we're sorry to the woman that got... We're sorry.
I didn't know she was a woman.
Sorry. We're so sorry.
It's not as bad if I didn't know she was a woman.
Please forgive us. And now that you have forgiven us, find it in your heart to support us. HesbyStreetPod.com. Live dates. We're going to be doing some shows together towards the end of the year.
Yep, part of the Let's Get This Right tour.
Let's Get This Right tour. So Sahari tour. There will be merch. Also, every Friday, we have a new Patreon episode. Because you listen to this episode and you're like, I need more. Where can I get more? Patreon.com/HesbyStreet. What else? I don't know. Is there anything else?
I think I have a skin tag.
Oh, I can help you out with that. Okay. You got fingernail clippers?
No. Start the music while I shiver.
Oh, what up, dude? Oh, I need some help with something.
Okay.
So, do you know do you have Spotify? Do you use Spotify?
No.
But are you familiar with Spotify Wrapped? Right?
No.
At the end of the year, everybody posts like what they listen to.
I've seen that on Instagram.
So today I got an email from Spotify because my album's on Spotify. Mm-hmm. And I can, so I say my album's on Spotify. It was on Spotify for like a month and then got taken down for like 9 months and then just got re-put back on because of the whole comedy. I don't know if you heard about the comedy Spotify wars.
Do you want to explain to our listeners?
Real comedians were arguing they wanted to be paid essentially double what they were being paid on Spotify. Spotify said, fuck all y'all. We're going to take all the comedy off except for Joe Rogan and the few people we like or, have in our payroll. I wasn't involved in this. My label wasn't involved in it. It just got taken down, and then my label fought to get it back up. I truthfully didn't care.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I don't get any money from that, so you can leave it off, but whatever. I'm not going to, whatever. The album's back. I get an email from Spotify today that said, I can leave a thank you message. So if I make your top 5, so like if Ed Sheeran's in your top 5, then you get like a thank you message from Ed Sheeran. It can be 30 seconds long. I've seen them before.
Whoa.
On like people that have been on mine where it's like, hey, thanks for being like one of my biggest fans.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Torio, it's Dave Matthews, obviously.
Well, it doesn't say your name.
Oh, he goes, hey, fan.
Yeah. Hey, generic fan.
Dear fan.
Dear fan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just one video.
Got it.
Now, I am 99.9% sure I won't make anyone's top 5 because 1, I haven't been up. 2, you don't re-listen to comedy.
Right.
But I still want to put one up. And I want to put, like, I'm thinking of just, like, straight up putting my phone number.
Oh, that's funny.
Or, like, I don't know. I want to do something where it's like, if there is one fan out there whose top 5 I make, I want it to be, like, I don't know, something special for them.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is. I wanted to pick your brain about it. Definitely my phone number would be funny.
That would be funny. I was thinking more like...
we could do it right now, and I'll just edit it out of the app.
Well, my idea you wouldn't be able to do right now.
Well, I'm not going to do nudity. What do you want to do?
Well, I was going to be alluding to it. I was thinking you send a message to a very special fan.
Here's the thing about that before you get into it.
Okay.
There's a few people who like, I don't want to, I know we're not famous. There's a few people on the social networks that like, I don't want to like
Engage.
even propose the idea that I might do something like that for.
Interesting.
You know what I
so
mean?
you're getting stalkers, it feels like?
Not stalkers, but some interesting fans, I guess. Yeah.
Fans you don't want.
I don't know if that's true. They're loyal and they're good fans. They're not ones I want to see in real life.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, continue with your...
You sound like when Elizabeth tried to introduce her mom to vegetarian dishes, and you're like, these are interesting. I'd be okay with never having it again, but it is interesting.
Can I top it with bacon?
I'm grateful it exists,
Yeah.
and I want it away from me.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Kind of.
That you have a tofurkey fan?
Well, it's just like... I'm at a point where anytime I have any fan, it's great. There's
great.
not a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not turning them down or saying anything bad about them. But I feel like some of them are like, they want to talk like we're really close friends, and maybe I don't want it to be that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
We'll stop having sex with them, and maybe they'll start thinking that you're...
have never had sex with a fan.
Keep it professional, man.
I keep it professional.
I've told
That's
you
what I'm
this
saying that I want to do.
for years now.
I don't.
And a rubber isn't professional, okay? No sex.
2 rubbers.
No.
Oh.
There's no amount of rubbers.
I don't do that. Anyways, what do you think I should do? Let's hear the idea now that I gave you my...
Well, now you've taken all the fun out of it.
I know, but let's hear it.
So it's not as fun anymore.
Okay.
But I thought it would be like a confusing cameo or some sort of video that was supposed to go to a different fan, but it ended up you accidentally uploaded it to your Spotify fans. So I was going to be starting out very gentle, and you going like, this one goes out to a very special fan. You know who you are. Your credit card has since been canceled since you gave me the bonus payment on my OnlyFans channel. Mm-hmm. So all those things I did, I am now not being paid for. Everything that I've had trouble pulling out of my body is now for naught.
I played a real game of Operation with my doctor. And I'll be honest, he touched the sides a lot.
It's not good.
And I buzzed, and it didn't make him stop. You know what I mean?
My nose is severely red.
Yeah.
And I can't get those moments back. Some of my organs, I've heard, are going to be that shape forever. Apparently,
and I didn't even get the $28 you promised me.
So-
I mean, undisclosed amount.
Yeah, I was naughty for naught.
Yeah.
I should have upped the price. $7 per knickknack.
I wish I could I put some kind of Easter egg in the message? So if you do actually see my Spotify Wrapped thank you video, what could I give people?
Okay, I mean, I'm only kinky. Maybe I'm just horny.
Kinky,
I don't know what's
all
wrong. But I was thinking you have a tripod set up.
Okay.
And you just do like, it's like a chest up shot, you know? And you're like, thank you so much, you guys. Looking forward to more comedy coming. I'm working on a new album, and I can't wait for you to hear it next year. Hopefully I'll make the cut on your wrap up next year. And then the tripod goes loose, and it just kind of tilts all the way down. And you go, oh, God, that tripod. And it's just on your bare feet. But it's there for a second, and your toes are just doing the, like, well tap, you know? And then a banana rolls by, or an orange maybe. And you just start trying to peel it.
So it's just a foot fetish video.
And then you go, there we go. And you fix it, and you wink, and you get a little glow. And you say, till next year.
Why is it always feet with you? It's weird.
It's your feet.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's once you see Torio's feet.
All right. Well, I'm not going to be doing
life.
any of that. But if you want to just put my album on repeat right now, maybe you can crack your top 5 on Spotify. You can see the special message. I will be figuring out in the next week.
Don't ask me for ideas if you're not going to be open to them.
We'll just do one without feet, without my feet in it. Or was my shirt on for that?
It was.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
because you said chest up, and I wasn't sure if I was shirtless.
Well, I changed it to shirt on just now. You're boring, dude. You're fucking boring.
That's why I'm not cracking any top 5s.
You're not new age. You're old school, and that's your problem. You like bread. That's so old school. You can't like bread
I
anymore.
love bread, man.
My mom's like Moroccans are huge on
Your
bread.
mom's Moroccan?
My mom is Moroccan.
Damn, I had no idea.
They're huge on bread.
Everyone
But I love
drank-
rice. I love rice. Breaks my mom's heart.
Oh, really?
She's like, my Asian son. You don't like bread? I guess I had a birth to a Chinese boy.
She says that?
No,
I love rice and bread. You can't love both?
not to her. Not
Damn.
not in the old country. You can't.
You ever put rice in bread? Let's figure that out.
That's insane.
Let's figure that out. I'd do it.
That's insane.
Because what? Good double starch? Who gives a fuck?
I do. Honestly, the industry does, Torio.
What about you
your
ever had-
manager
you
has
ever had
called
a-
me multiple times.
You ever had like a breakfast burrito or like a California burrito? Tortilla and potatoes, same idea.
No, that is not the same
Double
idea.
starch,
What?
double carbohydrate, double
I go,
whatever
what'd
you
you
want to
get
call
from
it.
Panda Express? You go, they did potatoes instead of rice. Same idea.
It is kinda.
No. Potatoes and rice are the same idea?
Well, they're both a base. They're both a start.
Okay. You could start. Sure.
Yeah.
It's a start to a meal.
All right, you're right. This isn't the hill I want to die on. I'll back out of this one. You win.
Bread isn't rice, dude.
Well,
yeah.
I never said bread is rice. I was saying you could have bread with rice.
I'm the
And that's when
futuristic
you-
one on the podcast, and you think you're like when old movies try to be futuristic, you know, and like some guy just has a weird beard or something.
Yeah.
And you're like bread and rice.
You're like, oh, fusion? I know fusion. Bread with rice. Is that what you mean?
I went to a lovely fusion place. It's called Bread and Rice. And it was very well done. Mm-hmm. It's like when you hear an old
Not
person.
too flashy.
Yeah. The
So
waiter
what's your-
was some culture. His name, Gus.
Wait, it wasn't a. It was a computer.
It was a
what
computer,
it was.
and that was cool. And so what you do with the computer is you can make the soda however you want. You could tap on there's a symbol that says 7-Up.
You can add orange to whatever cola you're drinking.
Yeah. And it was cool. I think I'm liking it where the future's heading.
I actually don't. I think those soda machines, the ones you're referring to, that's too much freedom.
Why?
You can't be adding what? You can be adding grape to Dr. Pepper? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah.
You know? And then, people are just pouring that out.
That's
They're doing
true.
it because they can, and then
It's-
they pour it
it's a
right out,
fun
and then they go
game.
back to just regular Dr. Pepper or whatever.
Yeah. I like to just warm up my cup with a little Dr. Pepper. Like you know how people smoke their barrels?
I know what you're talking about.
I Dr. Pepper my cup.
Just a little touch.
And I shake it and I pour it out and I do a water. Like I promised. Like I promised the person who handed me the cup.
Oh, man.
I saw that McDonald's adult Happy Meal toys. Well, the article is very misleading, but it said adult Happy Meal toys are selling for thousands of dollars, and it just said one is listed on eBay for $300,000. I'm like, well, that's a different thing.
Is there one bid?
Yeah, is there a single bid? Mm-hmm. No one gives a fuck.
Yeah, that's weird.
We used to love toys, man. We were a different culture back then. And they're trying to reinvent it and make it like nostalgic and cool, but we all see through capitalism now. You know, we were the culture of piggy banks. You had a piggy bank, right?
That's right.
You needed money. Now, the idea of a piggy bank, it sounds insane. It's like, let me shatter this handcrafted sculpture.
We didn't have to shatter it. Some of them.
But the proper ones you did. You shatter it.
Uh-huh.
For like 10 pounds of coins.
Right, which isn't getting you much.
It equates to $13.56.
Yeah, you could put dollar bills in there, though. Did
Oh.
you think of that?
I never thought of that. I would take my dollar bill to the bank, get rolls of coins,
And then fill them.
and fill it.
Well, back then, that was the way to do it. Because
Yeah.
the coins had some value.
That was why everyone was in line at banks.
What I do now, because I still have a piggy bank, is I get a Venmo
Uh-huh.
request or, sent to me, and
Yeah.
then I print that out. I scan that from my phone because I can't figure out how to get the phone to the printer. So I scan that onto my old school Windows 96 Windows desktop, and then I
Right.
print out the Venmo, and then
Well, you're missing a step. You got to turn that on, that desktop, and you got to let it warm up. It takes about 7 to 15
Well,
minutes.
less for me because I use the power strip thing.
Oh,
So
the
it's
surge protector.
The surge protector power. So it's already half warm.
So
it
your
takes, like,
surge is completely protected.
Oh, dude! If lightning ever comes to LA and then strikes
Your roof,
your that does
electrical box.
I don't think the computer itself will survive it, but the surge protector will.
The surge protector was something we so immediately were in on that, like, I'm pretty sure it was a made up thing. Someone's just at home. In my mind as a kid, someone was at home like, we didn't get the surge protector. This whole thing is fried, and your keyboard is just smoking. Yeah. And you're like, well, that's because lightning struck where your outlet goes.
Idiot. Why didn't you have a surge protector?
You know, I was having too much fun. I bought a lightning rod. Didn't know where to put it.
So I put it on the roof.
Leaned it against the house. I figured it looks like a rake.
Surge protector.
The surge protector was insane.
Yeah, what is the equivalent now? I mean, we got to have like, I mean, I don't know. It's any kind of any like security thing.
Norton antivirus.
Yeah, but then that could be like with everyone stealing
Identities,
but also just straight up money.
Yeah. We used to get. Did you ever, as a kid, you go to like Costco, and they would have like 8 CDs.
Yeah, CD-ROMs.
And you would get them and see what they all did, and they all did completely different things.
Now I'm confused.
Okay, so you'd go to Costco, and it would be like
mystery CDs or anti-Norton CDs?
They all had different services. So it was a variety pack of CDs to go in your computer.
Got it.
And so we would be like, can we please have it? Because one CD looked cool.
Right.
And so we'd open it. We'd get home, we'd open it, and we'd upload each of them. You just trusted it, right? And there like no one, it was a simpler time. There weren't really, like no one was selling viruses at Costco.
Yeah.
But some of them we were convinced were fun. And we'd just be, you're like discovering a computer program for the first time.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, like there was one of those, and it was like a budgeting program.
That was it. Yeah,
right? I put like, it was like your monthly income, and I'm like, well, all right, so I'm gonna put $80.
Yes. It was like QuickBooks.
And then it was like bills, and I was like, I don't have any bills.
Yeah.
I was like, this is getting boring. So
I
just
know.
started making things up.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I buy lunch at school. I'll put that on there.
Right. Does my guy have a face? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I go, well, this one, and then I would always go to my parents. I'm like, guys, I got us a good one. You do this. I don't know, but I think it helps. And then I'd be like,
this will make you love each other again.
Yeah. Relationship expert. Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
Mom, say what dad's behaviors are toxic. All right, we'll click all the above. Next. It's loading. So what have you guys been up to? I had one that was Taxi Driver. We were so convinced it was a good game. It was a terrible game. Or it was called Hell Cab.
Oh, because Crazy Taxi was a dope game. Remember
Crazy
that
Taxi
game?
was awesome. No, these
sick.
were not, none of these games were dope.
Of course, yeah. They
The
were
best a game
the
got-
Costco variety pack.
The best a game got was too confusing for me. You know? Where I'm like, this isn't bad. I just don't understand how to play it. And I'd save it for when I'm older.
I love that you made it. You're like, I just don't get it.
I gotta
You're
work
just
on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta get smart. I gotta read more books.
Yeah.
What makes you smarter at this?
Yeah. I'm just at home reading every key on the keyboard. I'm like, function 1 does what?
Yeah, you learn all the fast hotkeys.
Yeah.
Still aren't good enough at it.
F1 through 10. We're just going to know that? They should have taught us that in school. I want to say they should have taught us that in school for dumb things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I just dunk my hand into a fryer.
Like, they never taught me not
They never
to.
taught me that in school.
They didn't teach you in science that hot hurt?
Right. No, they didn't.
They didn't. No, they just tried to teach me like inertia.
Yeah. And I'm like,
Like,
what is that?
I don't even know what that means.
Guys, let's back it up to hot and hurt.
I feel like there were classes that taught people that.
Yeah.
And you should have been in it. Mm-hmm. I remember those kids going to those classes.
I spaced out a lot.
Yeah.
So they might have said we taught it.
What are you drinking?
Oh, this is a non-alcoholic beer from one of our dear sponsors. Beer Van de Streek. Grapefruit non-alcoholic IPA.
Is it good? That sounds okay. If I was going to drink a non-alcoholic beer, I'd want it to be kind of a lot going on.
It tastes close to a grapefruit soda.
Okay.
with a little piss in it.
A little piss, little pie. They have that piney IPA taste.
They're trying.
Yeah,
they're
trying
trying
to
that.
figure it out.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretending to get IPAs every time I drink one. I'm pretending. It's never genuine.
I feel like that's how it starts.
It's never been real.
When I first and now I genuinely like them a lot.
Yeah.
But I used to have a joke about it. Like you just got to train yourself to like certain alcoholic beverages.
It's like liking dogs a lot. I'm like, I think
different.
I like it. And it's kissing me on the mouth. I'm like, we all do this, right? This
is what you want me to do?
Oh, I'm like, oh, okay. Me pretending I'm into it. Oh, okay, this is fun. And is he almost done soon? Or, well, he's fully living in
they
there.
They both make you throw up.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I go, now I'm getting the hops. I'm getting it.
Yeah. I was at a coffee shop in Silverlake today, and it was like the most Silverlake coffee shop, you know? Like the barista was just this like cool younger dude, and he would just like, you know, there's a long line because it's Silverlake. I feel like there's a long line for everything.
Yeah.
And I order a coffee, and he's just like not even talking to me yet. He's like, what do you want? And then immediately continues this conversation with his coworker. And he's just like, yeah, man, I've been on here for 4 hours. You know, I've never done anything for 4 hours. And so I'm like, you've never done anything for 4 hours?
Yeah.
And then he stops. He's like putting my order in. He stops to think about it genuinely. And he goes, you know what, dude? I don't think so, bro.
That is so funny.
And I was like, how long are your shifts?
Yeah. Yeah. You ever gone on a hike?
Yeah. Have you ever like watched a full game?
Right.
He's like,
I don't binge anything on TV.
and then he did this thing where he's like, what he was talking about was that his car had gotten hit. His motorcycle had gotten hit by a car. So he was trying to order a new part, and it took him 4 hours to find it on his phone. And then he goes on a rant about cops. You know, he's like, fucking stupid cop filed. I can't send it to my insurance because they won't do my police report. And I'm like, yeah, that sucks. And he goes, fucking cops do nothing. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, unless, like, I shouldn't say. And then he's like, am I being too anti-cop?
Well, because looking at you, he might think
maybe looking at me. And I'm like, no, yeah, cops would. Black coffee, dude. I just want my black coffee.
Right. And he's like, I'm sorry. Police Chief Van Grol, order up.
Oh, I just love the energy of, I've never done anything for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Also, no way he was looking for a motorcycle part for 4 hours.
No. And also, he was asking for you to fake file a claim with him. That was what he was doing.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
I would have done that.
Yeah.
He's just got to communicate better.
He's like, if only I could get someone to say they witnessed the crime happen.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, what was your name for the cup and whatever you want to partake
Full
in?
legal name. Vittorio Van Grol? Got it.
Okay, cool. So you're made up too, living off the grid.
I love when you like meet a character.
Yeah.
That guy's not a real human being.
It's the best.
Everything about, I was like, the fact that guy could keep a job for longer than a few months can't be possible.
Yeah.
Which makes him cooler because he's just constantly has new jobs.
And the world's been unkind to him, and he's a narcissist.
But that guy loves life. I
Does
could
he?
tell. I could tell. He hated the cops because he loved his motorcycle.
Right.
But he's the kind of guy where it's like, it's okay, man. My motorcycle's fucked up, but it's all going to work itself out.
Yeah.
He had that kind of energy.
That blind hope.
Yeah.
I have that.
He couldn't even hate cops completely.
Yeah, right.
He was like, but some of them are probably fine.
He's like, I never hated Scruff McGruff commercials. He's taking a bite out of crime
That's cool.
and stopping gangs or something. What did Scruff McGruff do even?
All right, let me go through the song. Scruff
McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
Help me take a bite out of crime. I think he was just a straight up cop.
Really?
Yeah. He was probably doing some fucked up stuff. That's tough, man.
I bet he'd probably
'Cause back
watch
then-
Smokey the Bear or whatever his name is.
Smokey the Bear.
And he would just be like, you fucking pussy, worried about trees.
You ain't even doing anything.
I'm dealing with drugs on the streets, man.
I lost my partner last night.
Friendly
fire.
Sometimes you take
Because
a
we
bite
shoot-
and you bite off way more crime than you can chew.
Sometimes you don't realize that you're the crime that you're trying to bite.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. The bite is I need to bite the force a little bit because we're dirty, man. I need a noir live action Scruff McGruff movie.
Where he's just like, sometimes you become the crime you're trying to bite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, but that's part of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, how much for the blowjob?
Oh, so he's getting a doggy blowjob. I was going to give him doggy stuff to do.
Oh, I just picked.
But you want him to have sex with a human woman. That's normal. That's fine. Live action.
You said noir. I was like, he's going through some dark shit. He's got a...
You know, noir movie, BJ up
Well,
top.
they pay for sex, because they're that. Well, they're just that. He's that fucking down on his luck, man. He's turning to anything to feel.
Of all the bars, she had to come in here and give me a blowjob at this one. It's noir, see? The city's gone to shit.
All right, what'd you want him to do? Chase a tennis ball?
The city's gone to shit. Crime. Some of us resort to drink. Other of us just dip our dick and balls in the mouth of another person.
Listen, some people need... I'm not going to sit here and let you shame sex work.
The bartender wiping the bar is like, Sam, could you just talk a little quieter to yourself down there?
His name's Scruff.
Scruff. Hey, Scruff, we can all hear you. It's a jazz band playing. They're not mic'd up. It's very quiet here. I got you. I'll leave. I'll let myself out again. That'd be great. Or just don't talk about blowjobs so loud.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah. We appreciate all the bites you've taken. It'd be great if Smokey the Bear was the bad guy. And Smokey was starting fires to keep his job blowing.
Relevant.
That's right. Relevant.
And Scruff knew it was an inside job.
Yep.
And someone else write this.
It's very police propaganda. We're like, you know who's really crooked? The fire department. Those guys. You think we're bad? AFAB.
Yeah. You won't believe what they're doing. I actually do agree.
And then the fire department's like, no, we're good. AFAG.
I think
AFAG. And we're like, well, okay.
all firefighters are good.
Yeah. A fag.
You're gonna say it again.
What's an acronym?
Yeah.
What's wrong
What's
with
the
it?
acronym?
Well, are we doing 2 Fs?
Yes.
A fag.
All firefighters are good. And you're good with this. You think this bit's worth it.
I'm going to try it one more time and hope I sell it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, man. I'm going to step off for a minute.
It's
and
just a
let
hard
you-
edit cut,
Yeah.
and it's me like with my shirt off, all sweaty. Like, so, what's in the news? Just move past. I'm like, move past it, man. It'll be a smooth cut. It'll be a smooth cut in the edit. So I'm sorry about your Padres being out of it.
Thanks, man. I
I
appreciate
feel
it.
like we got to talk about the highs, but everyone should get to experience the lows.
Yeah, it was a great week. It was a great week followed by a low. But
When you get this low, is it like a Cowboys fan reaction? Like you want to shoot your TV? Are you glad you don't own a gun?
no, I think
you scream fuck?
I was disappointed for a minute, but that Dodgers win, getting to go to all 3 wins, that's tough to beat. And I'm
That's special.
not gonna let the next series ruin that.
Yeah.
It was an amazing season.
Yep.
Got to go to the first game with you, the next 2 games with my brother. Pretty special weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
That's
I'm at
cool.
peace with it.
That's good, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a sports team that has no idea who the fuck you are.
All right. Well, now I don't know why. Why do you?
I guess what I'm trying to say is like, I don't even know. Work harder. Work to the point where they know who you are.
I don't need that.
You don't need that.
No.
You don't need Manny Machado to be like,
it's
holy
a-
shit, that's fucking
I don't
Torio
care
Van
about
Grol.
that. I'm rooting for jerseys, man. I'm not rooting for whatever.
That's true.
It's a TV show, and it's you want it to go your way.
Yeah.
It didn't.
But sometimes,
And there's always next year, boys.
yep. Next year, I heard next season, you guys have the Dragons. It's like a Game of Thrones thing, right?
We get the Dragons on our team.
Dragons are on your team.
I didn't know that.
Yep. That's what I heard.
Did you finish Game of Thrones?
I got a buddy who's writing MLB.
Oh, he's writing it.
Yeah, he's writing. It's all corrupt. It's
Is
all
it gonna?
scripted.
Are they gonna? Is the timeline gonna be the same? Or are we jumping back?
It's going to be a little
Forward.
back. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's going to go way back.
Because we haven't won back. I want to
I
go
know.
front.
That's what it's trying to
I
show.
want to go future.
That's what it's trying to show.
Damn. Okay. Well, maybe I skip next season.
Someone played a clip online of the Padres losing to Bryce Harper's home run, but it says like with the Moneyball music, it just hits different. And the Moneyball music does make it like, it's like musical scores, you know? They just somehow like pull an emotion out of you.
Uh huh.
And it's like, dum, dum, It's like Harper up to the plate.
What's Moneyball?
The movie?
Yeah, they have a song?
It's like the score, yeah. And I guess they play it like as it's going.
Okay.
And it makes it
So we're going to talk about the game itself.
epic.
We're going to dive into how the game.
I just like the raw emotion.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about baseball?
No, we can do it.
We're not a sports podcast.
We're not. Thank God.
We're a comedy, and we don't talk about comedy either.
We don't really talk about comedy. What is this podcast? You would think at episode 130, whatever, we'd have that pegged. And I feel like we're hovering around it.
We're
close.
getting there. We're getting there.
We can end it on a banger.
Okay, so I heard that, I don't know if this is a banger, but this is a wild fact.
Okay.
Like all the people in Utah that are all like Mormon and like practicing uneducated sex, I would call it.
Is that like when they fuck ears and stuff? Like nothing,
Close.
no vagina sex?
Surprisingly, well, so there's a popular thing that's being discussed right now that a lot of people didn't know about called soaking.
Right.
You've heard about this?
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
You put the penis inside, but no humping
No humping.
and
But-
no ejaculating.
I assume no ejaculate.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck there, right? So another layer to it is a comedian who just performed in Salt Lake City told me this because she was like asking the audience that they'll have a friend rock the bed to simulate. And it's like,
What are we doing?
is God like, was that a hump? Oh, no, it's a friend pushing the bed down. That's good. All right, you're
What?
good. I can't touch this.
So so if you're soaking, how does it end?
I think just with a nice dry off.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how it ends. Well, then there's another
Because
thing.
I can't imagine either of them are being soaked to completion.
No, you can't soak to completion.
So why? What is happening?
You're not going to like the next part. With the way your voice is already, I don't even know if you can handle this.
Okay.
There has been an outbreak of, I guess you could call it a sexually transmitted disease or infection. I don't know if crabs counts.
It's crabs?
It's crabs
Okay.
of the armpit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. If I don't blame them, because if you really think, if you're really so indoctrinated that
Sex is
sex
sending
is
you to
wrong
hell.
and sending you to hell, you have to find out other ways because
Our body craves it that
you
much.
need, yes.
Well, that's just a
We're so-
testament to how much we crave
It's-
fucking.
That's what I'm saying. It's great that we've evolved to the point where, we're a civilized society, but like we're not as that evolved.
Yeah.
We still have these urges that need to be satiated.
Yeah. It's interesting
And,
seeing these
slide
young,
into those DMs.
it's
Wait,
interesting seeing these young college people, like maybe you're out at like Utah and you're at a bar and you're like, you guys are going to go home and fuck each other's armpits,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Thinking about anyone having sex is kind of like a weird, funny thing to
Yeah.
me. But like to think about people going up and like just, and it's your partner. I would assume you flex. Uh-oh. The Jesus police are here.
I actually interested.
I would be like this. If someone's fucking my armpit, I'm doing this one. Oh yeah, brother. I'm trying to get some peck in
Well,
there.
no, I think it's you got to give some give. I think you got to kind of go up and down.
Oh, you
Because you
think
got to
so?
simulate, because a vagina has give, whereas an armpit, I don't know. So I think you got to kind of simulate the give.
You got to find the happy medium, I
Yes,
think.
that's
As
what
I
I'm
call
saying.
it. When it comes to armpit fucking, find your happy medium. I'm
Okay,
going to coach you
I
through
am
it.
curious about a different thing
I just want to
regarding armpits.
squeeze
You wanna
in
squeeze in
one
what they-
stupid
okay,
thing.
okay,
And it's
good.
so dumb.
Yeah.
And I probably shouldn't. We should
Okay.
move on to your thing.
Yeah.
But when you're like arm wrestling someone, or maybe when you're a kid,
I'm so sorry.
and you flex,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, I don't really feel anything, and you're like, how about now? That's me when I'm like, they're fucking my armpit, and they're like, dude, it's a little loose, and I go, oh yeah, how about that? Is that loose?
And then they can't have sex ever again.
That's so funny to
Because
me.
you snapped.
Being like, oh yeah, I can, dude, try that. Try fucking that. And then like someone walks in. And I go, we were wrestling. And they go, it looks like that, honestly. It looks like you're wrestling.
I don't know what's.
I just want this one. Oh yeah, how about that? You feel that?
more of a visual joke than anything, but yeah, that's
No, they could hear it
funny.
in my voice at home.
Yeah,
they know what
for
I'm doing. Okay, so anyway.
Well, I mean, this is totally. I mean, it's not totally. It's changing subject. I am curious. Like, I've noticed at the coffee shop today at Silverlake. Made me think of it.
A lot happened there today.
There was a woman, and she was very attractive, but and I just say that because it's like when you see an attractive woman, you notice it, right? Like,
yes,
you know what I mean? Like, objectively, me against all my wishes am a cisgendered straight male.
The more you're describing it, the more you're sounding like a reformed serial killer.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Listen, I don't want to.
You're like, the blood temperature rises.
Anyways, very pretty woman, hairy armpits, right? And it's like, I don't know why I don't know if I care.
Yeah.
But I certainly notice.
Yeah.
And I always think about it.
Yeah.
And then I think, you start doing things where it's like, I wonder if I would, like, say I was with her, like dating, would I be I worry that it would be unattractive to me, but I don't know why. Are we just like raised that way?
Yeah.
Because every woman's armpit's been shaved.
Yeah. No, some of us since birth, like we're born and we go like, oh, we're like, and you go, okay. I don't like it.
Yeah, why can't I would love to see a woman with a hairy armpit and not double take. Yeah. But I'm stuck there now for the rest of my life.
Yes.
And how do you, I guess, a lot of
undo
things,
the wiring?
Yes, how do you unlearn things?
Yeah.
How do you unlearn things?
I think you just have to play professional football in the NFL.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's just brain damage.
Tackle with your head.
I think there's a way to unlearn things like this, and
yeah,
I don't know what they are.
I mean, I'm sure it's just years of getting used to it. You know, it probably just takes getting used to.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like it catches your eye.
Yeah.
But you're not.
I thought about it more than I was comfortable with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was with a friend at the coffee shop.
You're such such an ally that it sounds exhausting for you.
Well, it's not. I don't even know if it's that I'm an ally. Because part of me is
like, you see
like,
armpit hair and you're like, what's wrong with me?
I'm willing to go down this road and end with, you know what? Not attracted to it.
Yes.
That could be a road I end up at.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Because you can't lie about what you're attracted to. But be honest with yourself.
But I also don't think that's the case yet. Like I think like I still found her attractive.
Right. But
I don't know.
But you might be like, let's shave. Let's try it something else. Or
you secretly want it forever, but you never tell her because you like her. Is that healthy?
Here's the real out. Get crabs. Tell her you want to try something new.
Then she's got to shave. We got to get rid of it.
Kids are doing it in Utah. It's all the rage.
You're a genius. We never do a like a closeout to the podcast.
Oh, that's right. We got to
do it. Let's try that.
Okay.
We tried it once with Joe. Is Joe coming back?
No, I think
What's the word on Joe?
I'm not sure.
Joe went on his honeymoon, and then he came back and had to like work on a Star Wars movie.
Right. Which is like, dude, we got real work to do.
We have real work to do.
Yeah. George Lucas gave it away. He's not going to watch your movie.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't care.
He's just working for Disney at this point.
Yeah. Harrison Ford's in the MCU. He doesn't give a fuck either. That's what I hear.
What's he doing?
I think he's like some sort of thing.
There's a new Indiana Jones I think they're working on also.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Anyways.
Is he in the Marvel Universe?
Not that I know of, but that'd be great.
Like, is that Spider-Man? Oh, no, it's college professor and archaeologist with a whip, Indiana Jones. How are things, man? Yeah, my family's in the car teetering off the edge of the bridge.
Can
whip
you help
it back or
do you have some kind of weird like skull head we could try to like
hopefully maybe my car belongs in a museum? It kind of does. You know, it's a late model PT Cruiser.
Don't make those anymore. They don't make Saturns anymore.
It's kind of a joke museum. You know, a funny museum.
Anyways, if you could help them, it's anyways, it's fine.
So you and your dad had sex with the same Nazi lady, huh? What was that like? That's got to mess you up a little bit. Oh, yeah. Thank you for listening. Check us out on YouTube if you're watching this.
Is that how it works?
You guys, if you like the video you saw today, go ahead and click this.
What if it's not a video?
Okay.
Most people listen. I feel like you continue to think everyone's watching on YouTube, but the majority of our Hesbos are listening.
If you like what you've heard, just wait to see what you'll see. Oh, the things you'll see on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. Rate and review our podcast. Thank you so much for your continued patronage, whether it's a free episode or the clips or actually becoming a member on our Patreon. We appreciate you, and we look forward to sharing more laughs with you. This is why we do it. America is in a trying place, I think.
What's wrong with America?
As a nation, we are...
You don't think everything's going perfect? I think everything's going perfect.
No, I think we're
Name
divided.
one thing. Name one thing that we're divided on.
Climate change.
Nuh-uh. We all think that the climate change is... That's why we all have to check the weather app. It's different every day.
Okay. Head on over to the weather app. Like and subscribe to them. Rate and review.
This is why we don't do the send-off message.
Review the weather app. This is my send-off. Just be like, it rained, and that was fucking annoying. 1 star.